So this video is dedicated to those of you that really love your retro consoles and you'd like to be able to play them on an HD TV or possibly just plug them into an HDMI capture card. If you've ever actually tried plugging in something like Super Nintendo to an HD TV, you probably noticed there is some input lag. So you try and make Mario jump, and then maybe about a quarter second later, Mario would finally jump. If you remember back in the day, if you had a Super Nintendo plugged into a CRT TV, it would have just jumped instantaneously and everything was good. Now, the reason there's actually input lag with the HD TV is the fact that the HD TV is expecting an HD resolution. And when the Super Nintendo is outputting a resolution, it's actually outputting something that a CRT TV would be looking for. So it has to upscale this resolution to an actual resolution that the HD TV can work with. And due to the fact the HD TV is doing this, it actually puts more stress on the CPU and is causing it. What I'd like to do is I want to show you guys how you can actually play a Super Nintendo, any kind of retro console, on an HD TV with minimal lag. Let's go ahead, let's get right to it. This is a RetroTink 2X, and it's what's known as an upscaler. It'll be doing all of the hard work for your TV, that way you can play with a minimal lag. First thing you're thinking of whenever you see this is you're probably thinking, holy crap, that's small, and that's always what she told me. Now, all jokes aside, you're looking at it and you're saying, well, some of that looks familiar, and it's because there's component, the red, green, and blue, you have S-Video, and then you have the yellow port, which is known as composite. Flip it over right here. And you're going to be noticing there's micro USB, that's used strictly for charging, and then a mini HDMI port. So what you'd end up needing is a cable that has mini HDMI on one end, and then just a normal size on the other. So another really cool thing about this is that's actually capable of applying a smoothing filter. So if you've messed around with an emulator before and you were trying to make the graphics look better, more or less a smoothing filter just tries to make the pixels not as noticeable. Now, of course, you're going to find a lot of people that want to see those pixels, so to each their own, but I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to show you a video, one that has the filter on, and then one with it off. So the pricing for the RetroTink's only $100, and when you look at the other upscalers, those are generally $200 to $300. So it's not a bad price at all. Another bonus is that if you ever have any questions or issues, the creator seems to answer back relatively quickly, whether it's through a tweet or it's through an email. Hopefully you guys found this video helpful, because I love my RetroTink and I'm constantly using it whenever I'm streaming to Twitch. If you have any questions or anything about this, feel free to leave a comment down below, and don't forget you can join our Discord.